This is the story the way my grandfather told it to me. On a warm summer night in 1943, a small group of Navy buddies went out on the town. They had only 2 days' port, so they were going to make the most of it. They went to the bars that inevitably popped up on every dock to take the sailors' pay. But these men were young, unmarried, and had nothing better to do than to drink and find some company. At some point during the night, they had made their way down about 4 blocks or so when they spotted a carnival, a freak show. There was a boy of about 12 years old barking out for people to purchase tickets. "Come and see the amazing, the horrifying, the likes of which your imagination can't even imaginate." He stopped the group of young men. "Sailors, I presume?" he asked, and they responded in the affirmative. "Oh, for the sailor, the seaman, and the mariner, we have a special tonight, and tonight only. Come see the bearded lady, the snake-tongued girl, the monkey boy, and the siren who sings her lonely song." The group began to tell the boy no, and to turn back towards where they'd come from when the boy barked, "To the men of the sea, your tickets are free," which caught the attention of one young man. He told the group that there was nothing to lose. See a monkey boy, see the siren. As the myths go, the siren is an enchantress who sings her song and lures the mariners to the rocks upon which they will surely die. Suddenly the group was laughing and chanting, "Siren, siren, siren," the boy barked. "Come this way, follow me," as he marched ahead and brought the group to the entrance of the brightly lit, empty show. The group looked around, a bit apprehensive at first, knowing the stories of the sailors who'd been found passed out or worse, and robbed of their pay. "No worries, old chaps," barked the boy. "It's our first night open. You are our special guest, it seems." And just then a man came out of a tent, wearing a tuxedo. His skin looked like the scales of a snake. His forked tongue licked and lapped about. "Ah, yes, indeed, my good fellows. Mariners of the sea?" he asked, and the boy told him that they were indeed. "Then you must see the siren. She sings her sorrowful song tonight." He held out his hands. His fingers were chubby with long nails. "Come this way." One of the group asked to see the monkey boy first, and the man, still walking, holding a cane at his side, said, "Yes, yes. In due time, my friend, in due time." The group could hear the song from outside the tent, and suddenly that was all that mattered. The lovely voice, the lovely voice, the lovely voice. "Now, who's first?" asked the tuxedoed man. They all clamored towards the entrance to the tent at once. "No, no, my friends. One at a time." The man chose a young naval officer and granted him entrance. He walked in. My grandfather said it was only a mere couple of minutes, and yet the group was fighting over who would go in next, when the young officer came out screaming, his ears bleeding. He was yelling even as he fell to the ground, "She's so beautiful! She's so beautiful!" No man from the group leapt to help their fellow sailor, but instead they barely noticed, and soon they were shoving each other as the tuxedoed man led another of them into the tent and within minutes he too was coming out, blood dripping profusely from his ears and nose. He dropped to his knees, and he began weeping into his hands. "She's so beautiful! She's so beautiful!" And my grandfather said he turned to run, and run he did as fast as his feet would take him. You see, my grandfather had an ear infection that night, and the doctor had placed cotton balls in his ears. The next day, his entire group of friends were found dead on the dock, robbed of their money, smelling of booze. Another warning given to the sailors to be utterly careful when going to the bars while on leave.